Falcons have it now. Polo. He's had it for a second, sends it into the zone, goes off for a change, dumps it back for the Pioneers. Ahern gets checked in the neutral zone. Falcons have it again. Ahern's going to dump it from the neutral zone and then chase after his own dump. Here come the Falcons through the neutral zone, trying to push the pace a little bit from the left side, gloved by play in the first period. Sajelnik, the team leader in points. 5 goals and 9 assists. That's his 6th goal on the season. So he continues to extend that lead in the points category for the Falcons. The sophomore from Moscow, Russia. I love a good slap shot, and that was one of the best with plenty of space like that. Almost looked like his warm-ups. Pioneers now going to try and get a quick response. For the Falcons, just a lot of room right there in the middle. And Nick Rogers making the start at left wing this evening. Found some space in the center and a beautiful wrist shot, plenty of power. Really, that location is impossible for Chase Hale to reach. That shot from deep from Hughes just went a little bit wide right. So it only took 1 shot on goal for the Falcons to find the scoreboard. 6 of them for the Pioneers, but we're square at 1. Exactly according to the official scoring over the PA. Bax goes down, loses the puck, so the Falcons get it. Gonna get sent all the way down, icing waved off, intercepted by the Falcons. Justin Sullivan was there. It was a little flashy between the legs pass. Just a miscommunication on the end of Utica. Far side corner in the offensive zone for the Falcons. Trying to get something brewing. Shot from the left side, tic-tac-toe pass chance. Nobody to receive it. Gonna go all the way down through the other side. Falcons still have a chance. Far side boards. Pass clears the neutral zone. It's gonna wrap all the way around the boards. Will Hilfiger got tied up and pressed against the boards, couldn't keep the puck, and a miscommunication now as the Pioneers lose the puck. What should have been their puck, and the Falcons lose it immediately back. So still struggling to keep possession with both teams. Nick Ahern has now got it. John Gutt had it for a second, couldn't keep it on his stick. Opts to dump it in. The Falcons will get another chance. Sending a pass right to Nick Rogers. The game for Utica. Square at 2. So in a game that looked like it was going to be back and forth as the defense was not allowing possession on either team. Utica, so there'll be another face-off at center ice. Lacus wins the face-off for Albertus Magnus. The Pioneers able to come away with it. Aiden Parek tries to dump one into the near side across the blue line. He's able to get the puck back after he lost possession. Here's Lundberg now through the middle. Tried to take it himself, ran out of space. Here comes the Falcons again. Keith's going to send it across the blue line, gets checked hard by Hughes. Able to get up no problem. The Pioneers take the puck again. Lundberg trying to reach to keep the puck. Can't do it. Pioneers will just opt for the dump. Under 2 minutes. Their first power play goal, I should say. No, I was right, their second power play. So Nick Ahern gives the Pioneers their first lead. 3-2 now, 11:40 to go in the second period as the energy in the Adirondack Bank Center has ramped up a little bit. Another good chance for the Pioneers. Drake Morse sent a shot with one hand, just kind of batting at the puck. Sends it a little high and right. He's got it now behind the net. Double teamed on him. Hale's going to try and Lundberg and Dan taking the face-off. Back to full strength. Demora leaves the box. Back to 5-on-5. So a good penalty kill from the Falcons. Lundberg's got it on the near side in the defensive zone. Long pass out to Gaukler. A collision in the neutral zone across the blue line to the offensive zone. Going to get called. It's going to be Andrew Delarovere, Kyle Dan. Dan will take the face-off. Albertus Magnus in dire need to get back in this one. Dan trying to fight for the puck with Delarovere. Delarovere is going to come away with it. Take it across the blue line himself, working 1-on-2. Loses the puck. Good defense. Peter Keese now has it. Blocked in the neutral zone. Pioneers get it. Anthony Morse taking it across the blue line. Send it across the blue line to Delarovere. Flipped up, batted out of the air by Gurman. Sullivan gets spun around, finally able to find the puck at his skates for those missed touches. Take the puck, get a good shot at it. Curtin tries to take a until the Pioneers scored there too in the span of about a minute and a half. Nick Ahern and Alexander Gullickson. Falcons looking to cut the deficit to 1 to start. And maybe eventually get that equalizer. There is a lot of work to do. Only 5 minutes to go in the second period. Delarovere is able to come away from the scuffle with the puck. Tyler Prochus has got it. He's got a little bit of speed. Gonna flip it up into the air. Maybe Drake Morris is there, but he's not able to get. Gonna slow things down. Let his guy get to the bench and some new legs get on. We'll send it over to Levine. Curtin's gonna leave his net to chase after the puck. And then kicked back into the zone, kept in by Linas Dedinas. Lundberg now on the right side, got a little bit of space to work with. Pass to Hughes goes just wide. Looks like he had space in the net, couldn't find it. Hughes now playing some defense. Couldn't stop his man, but the Pioneers keep the puck. Serrato, the far side to Lundberg. Able to get it across the blue line, back into the offensive zone. Chasing after it is Gullickson. Falcons are able to break things up. Nothing doing there. Gaukler to McMillan. Towards the net goes a weird bounce off the blocker. Looked like it might have dribbled into the net, but goes just high. And great awareness by Hale to keep it out of the net. Here's John Gutt, still a chance on the right side, sending the centering pass to Ahern. Nothing there. Hilfiker now in the far side corner. Another good chance for the Pioneers. Gaukler now, blue line. Blocked down by the defense. Doesn't get to the net. Now finally able to clear the zone in the final minute. So a great chance for Nick Ahern. The pass just a little out of his reach. What could have been the 5th goal for Utica. Battle for it in the neutral zone. Kyle Dan's there. Couldn't find his teammate. They're able to get the puck back. It's Dan again. Trying to fight against Prochus to get the puck. Not able to get there in time. Lundberg's got it 20 seconds to go before intermission number 2. Plenty of speed now into the zone from the right side. Another wraparound chance. Not quite there. But a great look again. Almost going coast to coast was Nick Rogers. And that was another dangerously close wraparound. For a second, he's going to go to the bench. Copolo into the offensive zone for the Falcons. Now Vitale gets the puck back on his stick. To 3, the score here in Utica. Near side. Falcons going to try and get back into it. To the 3rd power play goal for Utica. And that might be the story of the game. Now another chance, this time for Hughes. What's he gonna do? Left side! and no one has been able to stop him this season. He has had a fantastic first year. That's his second goal of the year. He's got 12 points. Now he's 13th. Pioneers are not slowing down. Ahern drops one off for John Gutt. Kuznetsov, who just netted one a couple of minutes ago, is going to send it from the blue line. Ahern had a little bit of room. Still a minute on the penalty to Sullivan. And the penalty calls is definitely what has been the Achilles heel for this Falcons team. Tough to have any Achilles heel at all against a very strong Utica Pioneers team. But if the special teams is going to be your Achilles heel, you better have a fantastic offensive attack. Or just one, I should say. The glove goes down on the face-off. The Falcons have it. 37 seconds on the power play. Blocked for it can get to Kyle Curtin. Falcons still have it. They've got to work around that glove. There's a mitt on the ice. Wrapping it around. Coughlin tried to get it to the blue line, looking for Keese. He's not in his reach at all. Now pushing the pace, caught the Pioneers lacking in the middle of a change. Great glove. The Pioneers. Ahern's there. Able to catch it into the offensive zone as we are approaching the 2-minute mark. Here come the Falcons across the blue line, back to the offensive zone, goes up, stays in play. Nick Ahern's there to recover. Ahern gets checked into the boards, loses possession of the puck. John Gutt's now got it in the neutral zone for Utica. Ahern takes a shot, goes just high. Hale might have gotten a piece of it. Gurman. Here's Anthony Bax now, going to drop it back for Gurman. Long pass goes off the skate, took a heavy bounce off the skate of Della Rovere. Gurman and McMillan were trying to clear the puck, could not get that done. Shot from the blue line, gets stopped before it can get anywhere. McMillan might have a chance on the right side. Can he hustle? He will, gets a shot off. Blocker save from Hale. Puck's gonna go all the way to the other side. Hand goes up from Kyle Curtin, icing. That has been Doug Croft and Remy Jenny in the studio. I'm sure having a great time watching this one unfold as well. Gomez wraps it around as we are under 60 seconds to play. More physical contact, physical play. Seems like players are gonna face off in the neutral zone, far side boards. Pioneers able to come away with it. No back, it's Procius. Avoids a hit. Pioneers are going to dump. It's Keese now in the neutral zone. Trying to cross the blue line. Losing possession of the puck. Going to just try and dump it. Saw a little bit of some stick handling errors on both sides. Falcons were able to capitalize on a couple of them. Some sloppy giveaways by the Pioneers. Definitely something to note on the few weaknesses that the Pioneers showed last night, but a weakness nonetheless. Across the blue line now on a nice pass through the neutral zone. Reset once more. Frank Murphy's now got it behind the net. Gurman's gonna send a long pass. Hale leaves his net to try and recover. Pioneers are back on the offensive. McMillan. Behind the net is a dangerous place for the Pioneers. Saw two wraparound goals last night. Parek's shot goes wide to the left side. Now a good shot. Standing tall is Hale. Still scoreless. That's his third shot on goal faced in the first period. A nice job getting in the way of that one. Nice pass into the middle for John Gutt. Got Nick Ahern to his left. He's going to send the pass behind drop. Intercepted by the Falcons. Drake Morse just lays out Kyle Dan.
Thought we were about to see our first fight. Seemed like his teammate was ready to come in and back him up, but then he just went away after that.
You've got to be careful with something like that. Fighting is not allowed in NCAA rulings. We got pretty close last night, especially on a couple of contacts with the goaltenders, but got to be careful. You don't want to get ejected. Lundberg on the right side, backhand drop. Lundberg was able to get a stick in, poke it away. Terwilliger had it for a second. Did a little spin move, backhand, not quite on target. One of the new faces didn't see last night. Hervey Terwilliger. Pioneers now losing possession in the defensive zone. Now they might have a 2-on-2 chance if they hurry. Tally on the left side. McMillan's there. Shot goes wide right. Gawkler now. Vitale behind the net. Hale was able to somehow. A couple of good looks now for the Falcons.
Pioneers got to be careful. The past few times they've gone down the right side. So they're on the break here.
Hughes now got it, tries to look at the net. Had a man streaking in, but not quick enough. Deep shot from the stick of Gullickson. Backhand look for Hughes, no good. Reaching in is Rogers. Witt's got it, wraps it around the boards. Finds the stick of John Gutt. It's backs, rather.
Yeah, but the Pioneers got, like I said, they got to be careful about this Magnus team coming down the right side because the slot has been open multiple times.
We talked about how good they are at taking advantage of opportunities. A couple of good opportunities for them there. Finally able to escape the zone. Vitale going to try and throw on the Jets. Slows down too many guys around him. Gets stopped up on the boards. Now the Falcons back with possession. Jack Demora.
And that, it saved a lot of people's lives.
Probably.
And their heads.
Yeah. At least some head injuries.
Yeah.
Shot from the right side. Found the shins of Maxim Sajelnik. Trying to jump out of the way, not in time. Across the blue line come the Falcons. Outnumbered and a quick shot. Oh. Making just his 4th start. Here's Witt now for the Falcons. Still going to try and keep some offensive momentum. Good look towards the middle. Puck taken away on the stick lift. Now McMillan takes it across the blue line. Trying to work against a lot of defenders. He gets upheld. Huge hit.
Nice hip check there.
Jack Demora laid into that one. McMillan felt it. They get the puck back. Demora just swats it in. Frank Murphy's there to send it around. It's like Nick Ahern was there for a second. John Gutt's got it now. 2-on-2. He's got McMillan sweeping behind him. Falcons are able to break that up before it gets out of hand. Dedinas going to take his spot in the circle. Pioneers with the puck. John Gutt takes it across, drops it for McMillan. Going to get a shot off.
1-goal lead. But if you're Magnus, you need to get out of the zone, and there you go, guy right there.
Tripped up as the Falcons enter the offensive zone. Big hit now. Another body goes flying. This time credit to Will Hilfiker. Pioneers now have it. Drake Moore's got a 1-on-2. He's got Vitale, or Della Rovere actually, moving towards the middle. But Moore sends the shot off the blocker of Hale. Now the Pioneers will reset. Dumped back into the offensive zone. Change off again for Utica. Della Rovere trying to keep the puck. Another body laid down. This time the victim's Peter Keese. Pioneers trying to keep it, can't do so. Sullivan's now trying to dump and chase. It's going to be an ice on goal. And the Pioneers showing no signs of giving him any rest. Good look for McMillan. Whiffs on it and then loses his balance. A prime opportunity for Utica. Cannot quite capitalize. And it's going to go all the way back to the other side. Unfortunate turn of events for the Pioneers. McMillan's got it again in the neutral zone as they're going to try and recreate it. Parek's going to be the one to take it across the blue line, well out of his position. Wrapped around, now it's backs. Right side, almost a nice deflection from Nick Ahern from an insane angle. Can't quite have enough power on it though. Hale was ready for it. A Falcon on the ground. Pioneers trying to keep possession. Poked in, McMillan's there to keep it. Around it goes. Capullo's there for the Falcons. And they will get a chance to test the Utica defense. Across the blue line, dumped off. Shot can't have any power on.
Condensing how many deflections the Pioneers could really get as Magnus wins the face-off here.
El Cerrado's netted a couple of goals, so exactly like you were talking about, they are able to shoot from the blue line. Cerrado's got 2, like I just said. Parek's men are going to be down advantage. It was a wild third period. 5:14 to go, middle period. McMillan's got it for Utica on the near side. It's a shoulder laid into him. Witt's got it at the blue line, keeps it in the offensive zone for the Falcons. Parek chasing after it, losing it for Utica. More bodies go flying. We're under 5 minutes to play now. Goes
and excited for their team with how the refs have been calling this game. And that's how you want it. Like, if you're Magnus, you want to make sure that this high octane crowd doesn't get into this game. And they just keep playing their game.
Linas reaches a hand out for it. Pines keeps it for Sajelnik. Sullivan rips one from the right side right into the glove of Frank Murphy.
You saw that nice glove save there from Murphy.
Parek on the near side. Morse didn't really have a penalty kill. Boucher trying to work against 3 defenders. Can't do it. Murphy's going to poke it away to the corner. And now the shot from the corner is going to go wide to the left. Martin now wraps it around the boards. Parek fighting with his man in the corner. Going back now, this time clockwise around the boards. Martin now counterclockwise. Lots of puck movement here early in the first minute and a half. Martin's got it at the blue line, sends it across to the other side. This one gets deflected a little bit high. And then covered up by Frank Murphy. And
it rolled right past Hale. Hale's had a great game all night. But the Pioneers finally get through. And you can hear it from the fans.
Kuznetsov, just in his 6th game in a Pioneer uniform, just nets his 5th goal. So he is one of those players that shows up to the team late mid-season and makes
it keeps him fresh. You don't have to have that much pressure on the keeper. It just makes the team's situation that much easier and that much better.
And I think Coach Gary Heenan is playing it absolutely perfectly. He's got Kyle Curtin as kind of his #1 guy, clearly. But, you know, in these 2-game series where you're playing the same team back-to-back, if you're comfortable against this team and you can give your second guy a little more opportunity, there's no reason not to. Good offensive looks now for the Falcons, right in front of the net. A scrum for it. Drake Morris loses his stick, playing a little bit of soccer, kicking it around. He gets laid out, trying to clear the zone. Now another good look. Another huge save from Frank Murphy. He's going to have to do it again. Another big save. Puck still out of the net. Frank Murphy on his stomach. Puck still out of the net, and the Pioneers are going to clear it. Frank Murphy putting his body on the line. The puck stays out of the net.
Unbelievable.
It's opportunities. Will Hilfiker going to go off back to the bench. Parek taking his spot. Puck on the far side boards in the Utica offensive zone. De La Rovere had it, lost it. Now the puck back and forth. Hits a loose stick on the ice. Fighting for it in the middle. Rogers trying to fight for it. It's going to be De La Rovere on the near side. Parek now. No one's had clear possession for a couple of minutes now. Drake Morse trying to change that. Nice moves from Drake Morse. Parek now at the point. Has a little bit of room, sends it across. Wrist shot from deep. Great stop. But at what cost? Anthony Back's looking for a one-time chance. Back's going to wrap it around. Some more physical action going on the far side, but puck still in play. No whistle yet. Whistle penalty reaches 10 seconds. Might be able to get one more push if they rush. Sending a shot in Hale's way. That'll kill the rest of the 2-minute minor. Martin back on the ice. Pioneers still have it in the offensive zone. Here's McMillan, keeps it in the zone still. Hughes chasing after it. That's Gullickson. Now it's Lundberg trying to fight off his defender. Procius has the puck at his stick. Gurman now able to find Gullickson. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Gullickson with Lundberg to his left, opts for his right side. Back to Gullickson, spinning shot. Goes just wide left. Falcons able to clear it again. It's going to go all the way down. Here's Sullivan now on the right side goal line. Or do they just want to kill off the last 6.5 to go? Pass intended for Sullivan. It's going to end up with Tyler Procius. Sullivan batted away. It's going to work to the other side. Lundberg trying to fight for it back. Now here's Gurman. He's finally able to come away with the puck for Utica. Easy giveaway. Shot on net for Frank Murphy from long range. No big deal for him. Just slows that one down and sends it out for Gullickson. I say he got a piece of it. No icing called. Now working around the back of the net, Jack Demora. Working behind the goal line. A couple of guys. Well, things have definitely not played the pace that we expect. 3:17 to go in the third period. Pioneers with a 3-goal lead. Face off at center ice. We're back underway. Serrato's got the puck. He's going to leave it for Rogers. Vitale now across the blue line, working on his right side. Slows things down. Albertus Magnus playing that bunch that we talked about earlier. Rogers looking for a deflection, doesn't able to get it. Vitale's able to sweep in and get it. Morse being pushed and shoved. Hasn't have any room. Della Rovere actually. Della Rovere's got it behind the net. Sends it around for Rogers. Rogers at the blue line. Is he going to try and push the pace? He's going to try and do it himself. Works forward. Now sends it back to Serrato. Now to Morse, working far deep on the right side. Far board slows things down. Serrato, one-touch pass to Rogers. Sweeping towards the middle, backhand shot deflected to the left. Vitale keeps it on the rebound, back to Rogers. Rogers now on the blue line, switching now to Serrato. Slows down between the legs, lost the puck. And some unnecessary